Howdy friends, welcome back to the Eclectic Sam YouTube channel and welcome back to my eclectic corner of YouTube, where I predominantly talk about eBay selling and reselling in general, but from time to time we may go on a little trip, go see a museum or something like that, talk about history, talk about things that's gone on in my life and some of my hobbies, and just my eclectic world in general. I thought I'd do another one of my eBay What Sold videos today. Past week we've been doing pretty good, regular sales, about 2 or 3 a day. And but it hadn't been a lot of high dollar items. But you know what? That's all right, because the low dollar items build up income as well. Now, of course, I'm a part-time seller. I don't spend a lot of time with it because of various reasons, but it's just a little bit of steady small income coming in. But let me show you some of the items that I sold, and various different items. The first thing that I sold was this vintage Corgi brand die-cast car. It was still in the package. Now, the package was pretty rough, but I paid $3 for that in a big lot of die-cast that I got a while back, and it sold for $12.99 plus shipping. So made a decent little bit of profit on that after all my fees and everything. Next up was a little Hot Wheels size Corgi brand little die-cast car. I paid 50 cents for it. Normally the little small 1/64 cars, when I buy them, I want to have at least 25 to 50 cents, no more, invested in them. This one sold for $8.99 plus shipping, and that went to a collector. It was banged up a little bit. Always when I sell those, I put in the description in as played with condition, see photos. And I make sure I photograph, how it looks, so they don't get anything that they don't expect. Next up is a little 8th scale United States Marine helmet. Now, 8th scale would be like Barbie size, or the old the big G.I. Joes, the old ones. That would be about 8th scale. But this is on a little stand. It was made to replicate a U.S. Marine helmet, a pilot's helmet. I bought these in a lot. I bought a dozen of them for $6 a piece. This one sold for $22.99 plus shipping. And I've got 11 more to go. Well, I think I have 10 more to go because I gave one to a friend this was a Marine. Next up, vintage manuals. Anything that people collect that's vintage, like stereo equipment, cars, tractors, anything that would have had a manual to it, the manuals sell just as well as the items do. So always keep a lookout when you're out at estate sales, antique stores, places like that. Flip through the magazines and, any place that you see paper for sale, looking for old manuals. This particular Akai brand reel-to-reel manual, I paid $1 for it, and a big lot of old paper that I bought, and it sold for $14.99 with free shipping. Next up, I did sell some baseball cards and trading cards. I'm getting back into those slowly. Now keep in mind, these are going to be low dollar items, the ones that I sold. But with the trading cards, you have the new eBay system where you can send by regular mail and it still have a tracking number. So it only costs about 51 cents to ship them. So you're not gonna be out a lot of money for shipping and all. So when you see these, understand. Now, me as a collector, I do keep some of my higher dollar cards that I want to keep. But when I open packs and buy out collections and so forth, there's going to be cards that I don't want that still have some value. Those are going to be the ones that I sell on eBay. Now, in the near future, I'm going to be showing you some of the cards that I'm adding to my collection. For people that are interested in cards, to see, basically show off some of the new cool stuff that I'm finding from my personal collection. But you people that are interested in selling cards or never thought about it but interested in learning something, you can see what I'm buying to see what might be relevant to sell. So keep an eye out for some videos here in the near future of baseball card hauls and maybe some coming back from being graded and so forth. But the first card that I sold came from a pack. In 1995, Playboy put out cards that were chrome cards. They were kind of a metal finish, but they had the covers of the Playboy magazines on the cards. This one was the Donald Trump card. Donald Trump was on the cover of Playboy at one time. And this one sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And like I said, it only cost me like 51 cents to ship. I charge $1.29, so I make a little bit off the shipping as well. But that one came from a pack. I bought a box of them, and it wasn't in good enough shape to send off to be graded, so I decided to just sell it by itself. Next up was a Topps Carlos Carrera Silver Pack Green Mojo. It was limited to 99 of these, like this card. Sold for $7.99 plus shipping. And those come in limited edition packs that come in boxes. Next thing up that I sold, if you remember last video I did, I told you about Civil War books that I bought in a big lots, because nobody was buying them at the auction, and I didn't pay much but $1 or $2 for those. And this book was an encyclopedia of Civil War collectors. It was signed by the author, and it was $27.99 with free shipping on that. Sold another limited edition baseball card for $5.39. It was Bob Gibson. It's an older player, but it's a newer card. They're doing that some. They're putting old players that people like back in the 50s, 60s, so forth. But $5.39 with shipping. Next up was a little neat thing. A while back I bought some military pins, and there were some what they call Blue Star family commemorative pins. And what these are, I know it's at wartime, sometimes you see the little flags that have 1 star or 2 stars or whatever, and they've got the blue star in the middle of it. Those are, what that means is if it's 1 star, that family member has one, that family has one member of the family at war. These were from World War II era, and it was a silver pin. It was made of sterling silver. It had the Blue Star flag on it, and then hanging down from it was the U.S. Navy anchor logo. It sold for $29.99 with shipping, plus shipping, and I paid $5 each for those. That was the last one that I sold of those, so keep an eye out for those. Those sell real well. Another limited edition card, limited of 199. The Dominic Smith, not a big name player, sold for $6.99 plus shipping. Next up is a vintage metal, cast metal belt buckle. United States Army belt buckle. It sold for, I took a best offer of $14.07 with free shipping. Only costs like $2.49 or whatever the cheapest to ship is for that. And I got that free from my dad a while back. Another belt buckle that I got free from him, the same customer bought this one as well, was a mechanic belt buckle. It said mechanic on it and had some tools on it and all. Sold for $13. It was free shipping. It was shipped with the other one. Keep an eye out for belt buckles. You can usually buy them pretty cheap at thrift stores or at yard sales or so forth. And I have never sold a belt buckle that sold for less than $10. Usually, if it's an interesting, topic on the belt buckle, something like a type of truck or whatever, they're going to sell for good money. Tractors, things like that. Next up was a flannel shirt that I gotten on the dollar rack at a local thrift store. Paid $1 for it. This is an Etsy sale, and it sold for $27.99 with free shipping. The brand is called Tracker. It's not a very common brand. I think they were in business in the 70s and 80s, maybe early 90s. But it's a very good quality shirt, so people that know the name, keep an eye out for it. Vintage flannel shirts, especially coming up soon, when it's going to start getting cooler, they sell real well. So keep an eye out for those. And the next item, the last item that we have, is another Etsy item, and it was top sale of the week. It was a vintage 1998 Alice Cooper concert shirt, and it sold for $79.99 plus shipping. And I bought that from a big lot of concert shirts that I bought on eBay, believe it or not, for $15. I know I harp on it a good bit, but don't forget about eBay to buy inventory from. You can find some good deals on eBay, especially if you look up for lots and stuff like that on there. You can find some stuff that you can make some good money on. But that was about it for the sales for the past week. Done pretty good. I'm happy with what I've done. Got a little extra money in my pocket, so that's good. If you will, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to this video, to this channel. I'm going to try and start doing a little bit better with more videos in the near future, and going to branch out to a little bit more lifestyle stuff about me, not just reselling, but a lot of the stuff that I will talk about, like history and collectibles that I collect and stuff like that, can be applied to reselling as well, because the information that I give out will talk about stuff to look for that have been used in history. Like if we go through a museum, I may show something and say, hey, you need to look out for one of these or whatever. But also collectibles. I've got some good information that I'm thinking about talking about as far as applying your hobbies towards your reselling business to profit on that and add extra income to your reselling business. So keep an eye out for those. Make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, and as always, comment down below if you have any questions or suggestions. But until next time, my friends, I love you. Bye.